Hi, it's Mrs. B from the New City Library. Today I have a book called Calvin Gets the Last Word. It was written by Margo Sorenson and illustrated by Mike Deas, and I'm reading with permission of Tillbury House Publishers. Calvin Gets the Last Word. See that kid reading a book? That's Calvin, and I'm the book. I'm Calvin's dictionary, and I'm tired. If you were Calvin's dictionary, you'd be tired too. Why? Because Calvin loves words. I mean, really loves words. That means he has to find exactly the right word for everything, especially his rascally brother. Just wait till you see what happens. In the morning, Calvin brings me to the breakfast table. His tricky brother waits to tell a joke until the very second that Calvin gulps his milk. So Calvin snorts his milk out of his nose. That's why my page that reads revenge has milk spilled on it. But Calvin knows that's not exactly the right word for his brother, although it sounds interesting. On the school bus, everyone is pushing and yelling and shouting, running up and down the aisle, throwing paperbacks, backpacks. That's when my page that reads Mayhem gets torn. But Calvin knows that word doesn't quite fit his brother, though it's close. At school, Calvin shoves me under his desk. The teacher asks Calvin a hard question about the Nile River, and Calvin sinks down in his chair. That's why my page that reads bewilderment is wrinkled. But Calvin knows that word has nothing to do with his brother. Calvin carries me under his arm to the school library. When the librarian isn't looking, he and his friends write notes to each other like, "Pass me some bubble gum." Of course, my page reading subterfuge is stuck to another page now. Somehow Calvin knows that doesn't work for his brother either, but it does help him think. On the way home, Calvin puts me on the seat next to him. When one of the big kids grabs a little kid's pencil box, Calvin grabs it away from him and gives it back to her. Now you know why the page that reads courageous has pencil scribbles on it. Calvin thinks there is no way that's the right word for his brother, but maybe for himself. Calvin even hauls me along in his bat bag to baseball practice. He loves to crush the ball during batting practice, sending it over the fence. That's why the page that reads pulverize has grass stains on it. Calvin knows that although that word could work, not to mention it would be fun, it's not going to be exactly the perfect word for his brother. At the dinner table, Calvin puts me next to his plate. His brother waits to tell another joke until the very moment Calvin's mouth is full. Wouldn't you know it, Calvin sprays broccoli everywhere. That's why my page with retaliation has green, bumpy clots all over it. But Calvin knows that's still not quite the right word for his brother. Close, but not yet. Something is missing. At bedtime, Calvin slides me under his bed. I'm exhausted. My spine is bent, my pages are dog-eared, my cover is limp. I need a break. Even the page that slumber is on is wrinkled. Then Calvin drags me out from under his bed. He gets a glass of water and tiptoes into his brother's room in the dark. Suddenly, I'm not tired anymore. Has Calvin finally figured out the right word to use for his brother? I'm sure I already know which page to turn to, and I'm happy to riffle through my pages to find it. It's going to be soggy with water, but I don't care. Prank! That is the right word for his brother. Hold on a second. Calvin is laughing. His brother is laughing too. They high-five each other. So now I'm looking for hilarity in my pages instead when Calvin grabs me. Quickly, he flips to a new page. I'm wide awake now. And there it is, the very best word. Family. Okay, so Calvin got the last word, that's for sure. Okay, hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time.